Mountain Mentors is an organization that's been around since 1984. We exist as a one-on-one mentoring program for at-risk teenagers to provide them positive reinforcement in everything in their life. And we do all of that through the outdoors. We teach them how to build a shelter or survival, things like that they're not necessarily going to need here in Toledo, but what we do with that is we utilize the opportunity to help them overcome, help them become adaptable, help them to relate to others, to struggle in unique ways. And we take them to places that they've never been.
All right, Adrian, what are we doing?
About to go jump in Emerald Pool right here. It's about the coldest water in the world, about 45 degrees. It is some cold water.
Every summer we take those kids that we've been mentoring, that we've been teaching and training, all the way to New Hampshire, and we backpack for a week through the White Mountains. We hit Mount Washington with all of our kids. On their first trip there, they get to summit one of the coolest mountains in the Appalachian Trail. We hike, we backpack, we camp, we eat dinners on the side of a mountain. You know, some of those opportunities that for these kids are a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. So you'd think that for the most part, hiking on the mountains is like the highlight of the trip, right? But for me, seeing the life change that happens is the best part about the program. So we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So we exist because of the generous donations from individuals and corporations in the Toledo area. And we're always looking to expand what we have and how we can help serve better the teenagers here in Toledo. So you can reach us at ToledoMountainMentors.org. That's our website, and it's program director at ToledoMountainMentors.org is my personal email that can get in touch with us and get us started.
Hey everybody, I just drove 15 hours from Toledo, Ohio to New Hampshire with Toledo Mountain Mentors, and we got here about 11 o'clock last night to base camp. We just woke up, ate breakfast, got all the chores done. We're getting ready to get all of our gear together so we can go into the mountains for 5 days of backpacking, so come follow us on our journey throughout this week.
Before we can head out into the mountains, we have to fulfill a time-honored Mountain Mentors tradition. Let's head to Gorham Hardware, a small shop in the middle of downtown Gorham, New Hampshire, and talk to their owner, Mike Shabbat.
Well, you know, we fit them with all hiking boots and other necessities that they may need to get up in the hills. And so what we've done is we've offered to take care of them and give them a discounted rate on boots and supplies just to pay it forward to the Mountain Mentors, because I think it's a really cool thing that they do, you know?
Now that we're all geared up, let's head out to the trailhead.
All right, we got our group out here. It's pouring rain, and we're ready to head into the New Hampshire wilderness for 3 days. Woo!
How you feeling about this rain?
It's bad.
Bad? Why?
My boots are all wet. So we're out here on the Pemigewasset River. It is beautiful down here. That is not blur in the screen, that is fog rising off the river.
All right, we found another swimming hole.
Yeah!
Ready?
Set.
Go!
Woo!
That is cold.
It is.
After about 9 miles of hiking, multiple river crossings, and a full day of downpouring rain, we finally made it to our first campsite of the trip and called it a day.
All right, so we spent the entirety of yesterday and all of last night in the pouring rain, and to be completely honest, it was not that fun. But this morning we have some decent weather. We're getting our camp chores out of the way, we're packing up, and we're getting ready to head down the trail for day 2 of our hike.
Now, as anybody who has ever gone camping before can attest to, rainstorms are not conducive to a good night's sleep, and on day 2 we were all pretty whooped. The upside to having bad weather on a trip like this is to teach these kids that you need nothing more than grit and sheer willpower to make it through just about anything.
I don't know if you can see that, but that's the trail. The kids have definitely all beaten me up there. I think we're about to get nailed with some rain. Hopefully I'll be to the summit soon, because to be honest, I'm pretty whooped. I don't know where we started, but it's been a long way. That's all right. That's what we're here for.
Our group arrived to Ethan Pond late in the afternoon, and we spent our time soaking up the amazing mountain views. As the sun started to set, we got all of our camp chores done, set up our tents, ate dinner, and got ready for bed after another successful day in the mountains.
Here we are on morning number 3 of our hike. We're packing up our gear, eating breakfast, heading down to the trailhead where we're taking a ride over to the Androscoggin River, and we're going kayaking for the rest of the day, so it should be pretty fun.
For many of these kids, it was their first time out on the water, and let me tell you what, it was a great first experience. We saw tons of awesome wildlife, we got to play in the river, and we got to spend the day enjoying the mountains.
Today is our last day in New Hampshire, and over the last 5 days, we've spent our time exploring the White Mountains. We were able to go backpacking, hiking, camping, and even kayaking. And one of the best parts of this trip was seeing a moose up close and personal.
Under oath, 1 bull moose, river left.
We saw one big bull moose.
Thank you. I personally had so much fun out here, and I really hope the kids learned a lot. But now it's time to pack up all of our gear and head back to Toledo.